yes, going off topic a little bit anyway. So yeah, the guild are trying to deal with you and keep the local peace. You're more of a threat to the guild than you are to anyone else. Yet, at the moment. So the guild are taking steps to deal with you before you become a major threat to them.
A major threat to trade.
Yeah.
Trade.
Or like dominance, but yeah. Mercantile dominance.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Corporate dominance. We're basically doing Exalted Shadowrun. I still want to play that game where we fight Disney, but still. We fight Mecha Mickey. So what are we doing now? What's the current sit rep?
Well, it's up to you. You've captured yourself 2 ships. One needs a bit of damage repaired.
And this is not the currently foe wild hunt that's currently coming down the river.
No, this is just like they've sent a few Dragonborn and fleet out just to see what the actual threat is. The fact that the ships won't be coming back is probably going to be a bit of a nod.
I still kind of limit my plan of making them to telling them we're all dead. That everything was just an elaborate ruse, but sure. Alright. Well then.
But they already knew we were here.
I'm wondering if like I could get information straight from them, or do a infiltration into their ranks. Would be helpful just to slow them down for any preparations we'd be doing for them, or not.
Well, most have suggest just rallying an army and marching to them.
Catch them, take them by surprise.
Can Langrod do field an army? Like, can we get the big map and see where, and like you can point out where they typically are? I mean, I guess the guy would tell us like where their general position is, right?
Yeah.
So can we bust up the world map?
There you go.
So
There's creation.
Okay, that's creation.
Not all of it's on fire yet.
Alright, sorry. Hey guys?
Yeah.
Can you actually hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, my internet's deciding that it's gonna start, dying right now. I'm barely able to hear you guys.
Okay. I think it's dropped out again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Assuming it means you're going to be dropping out.
Probably.
Probably, right. That's fine.
So where is the guild rallying its forces?
So Guild is based in Nexus, isn't it?
That's their main city, isn't it?
That is their base of operation.
So. Yeah, so it'll be somewhere between there and Great Forks. So let's put a little ping. Let's call it there.
Mm-hmm.
They're calling in from like all the other cities. They put out the call that there's anathema around.
And we'll pay for their heads.
Yes, if you have debts to the guild, this might be a good idea to send your local army. Because, you might actually forgive some of those debts. Not all, just some.
I don't believe them. They're lying.
Just signing up contracts as they come in. So
You've got a few months until they're ready.
And how long would it be for us to travel over there to say fuck them up before they get to us?
Well, if we go down the river, it shouldn't be more than like a couple of weeks.
I'm kind of sad that our war person is not here.
Strangely enough, because of boats.
So, so do we want to? I mean, we don't have anyone with war, so we're not going to be nearly as effective as last time.
Mm-hmm.
So, we were there. So either they meet us here on our terms, or we meet them there, and hopefully surprise them.
Seems to be how it's shaking out.
How much of a force can you pull together is the question.
And what kind of force? Because, well, we have.
How much of a force do we need?
Well, they are pulling in. They're pulling in armies to militias essentially from everywhere
They're
around,
pulling in literally everything they can.
and we can probably field. We can probably field some peasantry. I mean, Langras wasn't a military might place even before all this happened.
Hmm.
I mean, we ourselves could go over there and hopefully do a decapitative strike and assail the guild itself from the
I mean,
inside.
I know one thing for damn sure. We're building some tunnels for people to hide.
To start.
Yeah, is that a plan? Start building yourself a nice little defensive area around Great Forks, stuff like that.
Hell, I meant for like the townsfolk to hide in while all this shit's going down.
So, Great Forks
Plus,
isn't actually under control, is it? So the ones that you've kind of converted are Caravan, Langras, Sinon, and Unai.
I mean, we
More or
have a
less,
lot
yeah.
of material goods, so maybe we can. Okay, how big of an elemental can you summon? How big of a kaiju can you call on?
I could try and summon the Kukla. There is, strictly speaking, nothing stopping me from attempting to summon the Kukla.
What is the Kukla?
Bad.
For them or us?
Yes.
Yes.
More them. Okay, so if we were
Who's
to summon
standing
the
closer?
what if
Okay,
we were
would you
to
like me to explain exactly what would happen if I attempted to summon the Kukla? And
Go ahead.
by some miracle actually succeed?
Go ahead.
Well, first there would be a very bright light.
Yes.
And then we would all be walking toward it.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, we're all dead. Gotcha.
Yes. Extremely. And
All
then
right.
the rest of creation would follow.
Besides, okay, instead of the Kukla, what's the biggest elemental you can pull off?
Well, the Kukla is an element.
Okay. What's the second greatest elemental you can pull off?
I'm not actually sure. Some kind of lesser elemental dragon, probably. Then again, they're important enough that they don't actually have to listen to me.
Well, I'm just thinking if you can pull off, say, something large that we can drop in their midst.
Hang on, I'll open the roll of divinity.
It's not like I'm trying to say we go and set up a tactical nuke and duke in their midst, but I'm kind of saying so.
You're saying so.
Yeah, I'm kind of saying
That's exactly
so.
what we want here.
I mean, if me and Tristan can sneak you over there into their midst, and you can say call forth a kaiju, I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying that wouldn't be a good help. You know?
I'm also thinking we might want to go to Great Forks and try to get them on our side.
A lot of neutral. I mean, the Great Force could basically be a thing that could take over the guild's trade, essentially.
They have been standing against each other, sort of.
Well, yeah, we have foiled a bunch of stuff that the guild tried to do to weaken Great Forks, so they might be receptive.
And we could also spin the yarn that the guild are actually working in tandem with said Death Knights, Death People. I mean, we know they're being utterly opposite.
Worse, we could always bring that evidence over to Lookshy. That would probably get Lookshy on side.
I don't know if we want Lookshy looking too closely at us.
Nah, they're the cool kind of immaculates. They're not gonna kill us just for being anathema.
I mean, we could just bring up the fact that some
They're
people
not
are dealing
actually
directly with Death Knights.
No, they are absolutely immaculate. They're just not to kill everyone who isn't kind.
Hmm.
So we either call for help or we. Because I'm not thinking. I don't. In a knockdown, drag out fight, I do not like our chances, especially with the quality of people we have, and plus since
In a
we don't
knockdown,
have.
drag out fight, we're fucked because this is the guild. They can afford the best mercenaries and the most of.
They can field more fodder than we can.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so either we go. Okay, so we have two options: go looking for help from different nations, like go to Luxia and convince them to help us, or we set off a tactic. We sneak into Nexus and set up a tactical nuke, say a 30-story tall stompy earth elemental or something. What do you say? What do you think's more likely, guys?
Well, it sounds like we can try the making
I
friends. And
could try and
plan.
summon a Thunderbird. They like fighting.
Mm-hmm. Are they particularly swole? Can they fight an army? Would you say?
Strength 5. I mean, they're pretty damn good. They come with war clubs.
How large are they in? How large are they in? How large are they in like size? Respect.
Well, they have basic man forms, which I assume are just normal size. I don't know how big they are in bird form.
So we can't read a repulse of this. Fuck. All right then. I guess we can go to Luxia. We can go to Luxia and look for help. That's up.
That was up, yes.
All right.
Yeah. Also, I would want to try to get Great Forks on our side. So
Definitely,
Okay,
we should
we can do
send a
both.
party to Great Forks.
Let's go to Break Forks and we can go to Great Forks on the way to Luxia.
It is in fact on the way, yes.
Yes.
Quite
And we
convenient,
can take a stop off to try and
The real
sabotage.
issue is going to be the fact that Great Forks is notorious for not having much of a military since their last outing sort of wiped them out.
I mean, we could get okay, not for the military, but we could get them as a.
They do make a shitload of combat drugs.
Well, it's more the fact not just that, but their support and endorsement can be used as a
Character witness.
yeah.
I do love that idea. It's like, our troops are terrible. What are we going to do? Combat drugs.
Drunks.
We can set them on the We can set them into a completely holy fury of
Plus,
communism.
on top of that, Great Forks is also more or less the breadbasket of the region.
Mm-hmm.
If they refuse to feed the guild troops,
on a side note, can we call in any godly favors, Gray?
none that I know of.
Can we go to the church and put a favor put a request in for Tiger Lady?
We could remind the gods that we've saved who exactly was doing this to them and who they were working with.
It'd be hilarious to have a god of gold put a gold curse on the guild.
It would
Shame
be
the
nice.
Jade one was all psycho.
The Jade one was psycho, but we do have.
It would have been useful because Jade makes damn good weapons.
We do have the good grace, yeah, but unfortunately, we have people who hate wealth, and the extremities of wealth. But we do have the Tiger Lady and and we could probably talk to the Gold God.
The Gold God might be more useful because, well, gold buys things, such as the mercenary.
Yeah, what would the fertility goddess be able to help us with? Do you think?
Not much, I don't think.
Food.
Food.
Supplies. There's also the fact that she is a tiger the size of a bear. Wait, no, tiger the size of an elephant.
The Titans. Okay.
That A tiger the size of an elephant, 10, you'd think would be a pretty good advantage in a fight.
Okay,
And we didn't get a river god on our side.
I'm thinking a little outside the box here, but you say Great Forks is like what they would have to resupply in Great Forks. Would the fertility goddess be able to drive rats into their supply?
Yeah. Do they have any? Does she have any clout or pull with any other animal kingdoms?
I'm not sure.
I mean, she has a cat god, so maybe.
She is a cat-like god, but I mean, we've been making friends with not just the temporal powers. There's also the divines as well. So
Yeah, I'm thinking if we can just ruin the army's supplies, we don't necessarily have to defeat them entirely. And
I mean, that means they would have a worse foothold here, and we can hopefully make sure they can't get that close. But the thing is convincing Legatus to sully her claws with all this, and I've barely ever heard of a god actually being grateful.
Grateful? No. Vengeful?
Okay, so let's go to the church and pull her up on the god phone. We grab a priest and we start dialing on him.
Please don't literally grab the priest again.
We walk in, Cloud, Mousif, and the group goes, and we need to talk to your god. It's like, what? And Cloud starts using him to dial.
Is priest prepaid?
No, unfortunately, we have to do a collect.
Gods never answer collect.
God, when are they going to update to modern versions? No, when are they going to get a smart priest?
Look, the last time they had a smart priest, they had the Reformation, alright? Never again.
Last time they had a smart priest, he ran off to join his god.
We don't need a smart priest. We just need a priest who can send text messages.
Whatever happened to the priest that we left with her?
He ran off to join his god.
Cell priest, as it were.
I think that some god-blooded are getting
are showing up. Gotcha.
Priest, fertility goddess. I don't see any way that could possibly end wrong.
Late.
It's getting kind of late, so can we do this one part real fast, or are we going to wait till next time?
We'll be able to do it pretty late now. Alright,
Okay.
So you're trying to contact the goddess for some support.
Mm-hmm.
Charisma.
Let her know those guys who are beating up her people are coming this way.
Actually, prayers or charisma performance.
Alright, charisma performance.
Oh, I have those. I don't have them very well.
Guess who does have those?
Are
The priest.
Yeah, the guy who's technically a priest.
Technically nothing. You are an anointed priest of the unconquered.
Zenith are an anointed priest of the unconquered sun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Great goddess, hear the prayer of your supplicants, and show us mercy.
Yep, she'll probably actually.
ring.
Banana
Please don't go to
phone.
voicemail. Please don't go to voicemail.
Who dared disturb me?
It is us, your humble servants. Great forces come to destroy your people, and we ask for your support in this, our time of...
Those who had bound you previously are now moving their mortal assets to destroy those who would aid you? Type deal?
Who have aided
Please
you.
ignore him. He doesn't know how to speak river tongue.
Also true.
Anyway.
Again? Is this the same threat that was from before?
Yes, they gather all their forces for one great blow, but we shall ride forth to strike them down.
Look, we'll fax her. We'll pull the information up we had beforehand. We showed Great Forks, and we'll fax it over to her. The overlaying map.
Where do you insert that into the priest?
we basically take their
into that.
we
You're
take their
just
head and
taking a
slam it
whole-
over it, and just just make sure he sees the entire thing on both sides.
The priest
Oh,
has
yeah.
a top-mounted scanner.
I suppose, yeah, you could just show it to his eyes. That's fine.
Through the eyes. I mean, come on.
It's
the easy part.
stereoscopic, even.
It is not you that these do this to, but many others of your kind. They make light of your divinity through these machinations. How's that?
Yep, that works.
I mean, I'd personally say leave it to the guy who actually knows how to pray.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
just assume I'm repeating everything you say.
yes,
Can I assume that you're doing it better?
yes.
Yeah.
You can assume whatever you like.
Remember,
Whether
our
you're
characters are the ones that actually have the charisma, not us.
God, if
I
most
have-
I have
RPG
some
players are
charisma. 3's a
I have-
number.
I have the idea, all right, not the. I have 2 charisma. Unfortunately, I'm not that charismatic.
I wasn't talking about my character. Oh, he does have 3 charisma. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
She was, well, this, I cannot allow my people to be threatened. I shall aid you as best I can. This priest will inform the faithful that they must rally.
We are but your humble servants.
I shall also attempt to bestow some blessings, but I am still in a weakened state.
May I send some of your followers to build the shrine?
That would work. More belief at this time would also be useful.
Very well. I shall lead a service my own self.
So this is where you hang up.
Yep. Like bow,
Likely
straight,
this
formula,
is where she
formula.
hangs up.
Can we use this priest to call long distance? Say call the
One priest, one god. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, can we grab another? I mean, didn't we have like a share?
I don't
free
think you.
sharing?
No, I don't think you were collecting all the priests.
Ah, frag. Can I?
Well, I did set up a trade route with Caloran, so there might be a
Yeah.
couple.
Can I do a contact roll, Gray, to grab a priest from Caloran?
Yeah.
I love how
So-
we're just using priests' cell phones.
So that's 5
They're
plus
landlines.
charisma plus socialize
But yeah,
plus
that's great.
contacts. So, do I find a priest at Caloran, Gray? Find him at the pub, the bar.
You'll find him.
All right. Excuse me, sir. Wait. Unfortunately, we need to make a long distance call to your guide. Could you come this way for a moment?
It's probably actually more likely in the bank. Here's the priest of gold.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Just stand here. Let our good friend here use you as a conduit for your god. Okay. Can you make the dialing tone and?
Yep, I just grab my hammer and I start just tapping it onto the ground. Say, and hello.
Nice.
He likes the hammer.
You've reached the
You
god
did-
hotline. You'll be connected straight to the god of your choice.
Hello. This is
The godly switching station.
This guy's eyes pretty much
what
glow
was the-
golden.
What was the celestial quartz name called again? Hello, this is Heaven. How can we serve you?
You, Sean?
Let's try not to get on the Sidriel's radar more than we already are.
Look, a little bit of God.
We don't want city attention.
Look,
We probably already have too much.
we're
Yeah.
we're not
So,
going to get sidereal attention just from a little God phoning, all right?
you will get the
Little?
voice of Horus through the guy's eyes and mouth will glow. You know, golden light will be emitted from them.
Ooh, that looks painful.
Yeah, he's not a subtle god. You have contacted me again, my friends. What can I do for you?
God just called us friends.
You've rolled an 8.
It
He's pretty
happens.
happy.
Read too much into that. They're gods. They do that.
True. True.
All right.
The time has come to strike down the Perfidious Guild. They once again seek to dominate the region and cast their shadow over you and yours.
Yeah. Let's just say that we explain the situation to him.
Yeah. Time-wise, yeah. Yada yada. He will of course supply what he supplies most of, gold.
Let's see how much of their force we
Wait.
can buy off before the fighting starts.
I have to ask a question. If he can make gold, can he make gold not gold?
Why would he do that?
No, that's
I
like
mean-
that's like his anti, and yeah, that's
Anathema.
against
Sacrilege,
anathema.
man.
Yeah, anathema.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Ugh.
Opposite of good.
All right. I was just thinking for a second there that if he could blight the wealth in their coffers and stuff like that, cast a gold curse as they say on him.
Actually, if we send someone down to the meeting point, we could probably have them pay off some, at least, of this force to, like, I don't know, turn traitor or something during the fight.
Yeah, that's realistic.
We could let people know that if the guild, like, sure, the guild can like forgive their debts and everything, but if there's no guild around at all, they wouldn't have debts in the first place.
Or given that we've got so much gold coming, we could just
Cough.
say,
Boat of Jade.
hey, guess what? We can help pay off your debts if you just turn on these guys. Ignore the fact that they'll probably just double your debts because you turned on them, but
yeah, looking at the time, I think we'll wrap it up for this week. But yeah,
Wait,
before
I
we
have-
go, I'm gonna put in a call to the goddess of Unhaya or whatever, and just say fuck you.
what the one you killed?
I was thinking about calling the goddess on high and laughing at her and then telling her that we're in Nexius. You know?
I think she's still trying to be incorporate.
No one has tried to
Incorporate.
murder us in her name yet. She's not corporeal.
All right. So
I guess that's fair enough.
we can't reroute. We can't basically like take a call, reroute the call through a different town, right?
It doesn't matter. We can't reach her. She's out of the service zone.
Well, we don't even have one of her priests around, sadly enough.
All
Oh, well,
right.
thank you for your time, sir. Just I'm glad. Hope you are happy you got closer to your god. So says the man that now perfectly glows with a golden hue.
Oh no, it's probably worn off because he's cut the connect.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hopefully,
there has
the
to be
guy
some-
can still see.
Hopefully he doesn't have the taste of gold in his mouth.
Gold doesn't have a taste, though,
There's-
does it? It's
there are
like
worse
completely
things.
neutral.
I'm pretty sure if you had molten gold in your mouth, you would taste it.
Look, he's just really conductive right now. All right, you can use him as a capacitor or whatever part of
A wire?
a wire, I guess.
So you're saying the god left a charge? Always sticking us with the bill.
Ow.
All right. So yeah, we'll wrap up. See everyone next week.
Later, everybody.
Yeah, not next
Bye.
week. Week after next. Yeah. Bye.
Oh, what are we missing?
How many-
now?